And here's the next project we're gonna do. This is gonna be the new tow pig 6.2 6L80. Getting put in this thing. Picked it up probably about a good year ago. I've always wanted one of these crew cabs. It's pretty clean. 89, I believe, is the year. Had a 454 TH400. And like I said, for the year, it's pretty clean. I'm gonna start stripping down the engine bay, getting it ready to put in the 6.2. 6.2 is getting built. I think we bored it 20 over. BTR, stage 2 cam. 6L80 is ready to go in. I already finished the harness for it, but I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and document this build from start to finish. So stay tuned, and this one hopefully will be done pretty quick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping down this engine bay, getting it ready for the 6.2, get all the necessary stuff out. I'm gonna try to retain the factory air mount, use the LS compressor, but with the rest of the factory components. And then I think that's really the only thing I'm gonna keep in here. So I'm gonna get all this other junk out of here, and the next time you guys see this, hopefully this engine bay is gonna be all nice and painted black, ready to drop in the 6.2. So let's get rid of all this stuff. We got her pulled out and started to remove some of the wiring that we're gonna use for the swap, get out all the unnecessary stuff, and clean up the engine bay. A while back somebody stole my power washer, so I'm going old school on this one with some engine degreaser and a brush to try to get all this cleaned up, painted, make it look nice. Decided to start to pull the bed to do the fuel pumps. We were going to remove the whole bed and just leave the frame with the truck, but couldn't find good lift points on the bed, so this is kind of what we did. Gonna get these pumps out and redo, put the 255s in tank and go from there. But this one's moving on, getting done. Yes sir. Fuel pump time. I guess this how it came out. So they probably put some hose that wasn't rated for fuel, and now it turned into nothing. So this tank didn't work. To work on the other side here in a little bit. So here is the old nasty sending unit on the auxiliary tank. Well, I don't think this ever worked because this one's hose was broke off. Probably put non-submersible in there. And sending unit wire was broke off. I wasn't able to find assembly, so this is the auxiliary tank. We're probably not going to use it very much. I decided to just go ahead and replace the pump and put this in there. We're not going to be able to read fuel, but at least we'll have the aux tank if we do need it. The driver's side, the main one, was clean, so I think we'll be all right. I don't know if I'll ever use this tank that much, but we're going to go ahead and send it. The 255 goes in place of that pump, and we're going to go ahead and get this installed. There's the fuel pump. Nasty old gas coming out of there. Alright, so pumps are in, and we replaced all of the original line with fuel injection hose. Down there on the underneath the cab is the, I don't know what you want to call it, if it's a bypass or whatever, to switch tanks. We removed those old hoses. They had some crimps and some short piece of hose. We cut off the crimps and installed the fuel injection hose onto those. So both tanks are finished, and the bed is ready to get bolted back on. Then we can go up to the front and start working on the engine bay to finish that up. Well, we got the engine back from the machine shop a little bit earlier than expected, so I'm gonna start to get this put back together. Maybe when the mounts come in, we'll be done with it, but here she is. Where are we at? 6.2 liter Nice new pistons in there, all cleaned up. And I just got to finish the heads, clean them up, and put this block together. All right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to cut it off. And this is part 1. Part 2, I'll have the engine together, wire harness, hopefully the mounts, and we'll start dropping it in. I got the trans right here, this ugly guy. It was in a SS Camaro, caught on fire, melted all this plastic all over it. So yeah, we ran out of silver paint, or the cast iron paint, so we had some blue, just went ahead and painted it blue. But this is the tranny that we're going to mate to the 6.2 and run it in the dually that we got right over there. So like I said, this is the end of part 1 of this swap. Part 2 will be out coming soon.